What is up, guys? Today we've got a full speed test camera comparison, and we're going to be checking out the speakers for the S21 Ultra and the S21 FE. Both of these phones have the Snapdragon AAA processor. Of course, the S21 Ultra actually going for a refurbished cost me around 750 bucks, but the new S21 FE is going to cost you around 700 bucks. This brand new is going to still cost close to around 900 bucks. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into it. 12 gigs of RAM, and then we have 6 gigs of RAM on both the base models here. Alright, so let's go ahead, Android 12 on both. That's very close. I expect these to be pretty close. I ran the Geekbench Scores, and we'll see that they actually are give pretty similar scores. So they look about tied, actually, so you're not really seeing a performance difference. Now, I wonder if the Exynos model, does it perform significantly worse than the Snapdragon model? As you guys can see, they're pretty much on par with each other. Now, RAM management, you guys will see, is going to be pretty significantly different, because there is a big difference between 6 and 12 gigs. It looks like the S21 FE actually got in there first. It's very slight though. Snapchat. So you can see pretty much the same performance here. Scrolling is also pretty much the same on these devices. They both have the 120 Hz display on here. But one thing you'll notice about the display is that this is a completely flat panel. This has a slight curve to it, but the S21 Ultra, I like the slight curve. I think it gives the device a more kind of premium look. What do you guys think? S21 FE, got that one again. S21 FE. And again, both these are running Android 12. Alright, so kind of a bit back and forth there with the app opening. Now, when we look at our Geekbench scores, you can see we do get a slightly higher score on the S21 Ultra here in both the single and multi-core. Let's go ahead and launch PUBG here. You guys probably hear my cat. Now, these phones are going to pretty much play the exact same as far as gaming performance. So we're really not going to see pretty much any difference. They both play at the exact same settings. So like I was saying earlier, both these phones can play at the exact same settings. So they both do HDR Extreme at smooth and can go all the way up to Ultra HD. Very smooth gameplay here. And I'm going to do a PUBG drain test on both of these just to see how dramatic the battery drain is going to be. Like if I wanted to just straight game on my phones. We do have a sort of a not significant battery difference because this is 45 milliamp versus the 5000. So we might see similar performance on that drain test. Alright, let's go ahead and check out RAM management here. See if we get any closeouts. Still open on both. Very nice. First closeout, S21 FE. And it looks like, yeah, they both closed Instagram out, oddly enough. And now the S21 Ultra is closing out applications. Okay. Still open on that. Still open. Look like the S21 FE reopens Snapchat. 2 reopens here. So what's kind of strange here is that the Note 10 Plus has the same amount of RAM, but did not reopen. It kept all applications open, so it's kind of strange. So I'm starting to think that Android 12 update might have something to do with this. because the Android 11 update for any device with 12 gigs of RAM, it shouldn't have closed any of that. So that was kind of strange. Alright guys, so here is where the extra money is really going to the cameras. So before we check out these side-by-side stills, let's go through these specs. On the S21 Ultra, we have a 108 megapixel lens, 10 megapixel periscope telephoto lens. It has 10x optical zoom, 10 megapixel telephoto lens. It does another 3x optical zoom, 12 megapixel ultra wide that also acts as a macro camera, and then we have 8K video at 24 frames, 40 megapixel selfie that shoots in 4K 60, and this phone is capable of doing 100 times zoom. The S21 FE only has a triple camera setup, 12 megapixel standard, 8 megapixel telephoto, does 3x optical zoom, and then a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and then you also have 4K 60, 32 megapixel selfie, and then 4K 60 for the front. So as you can see, the S21 Ultra, just spec wise for the camera, just completely blows it out the water. So let's go ahead and see those side by side stills. Can we tell a difference? Alright, let's go ahead and check out these speakers. Both Dolby Atmos on, max volume. Start with the S21 Ultra. Yeah, so the S21 Ultra is slightly, just a little bit louder in the bass department. They both actually sound about equal in terms of volume. So the S21 FE speaker is pretty impressive, especially for its size, considering the size of the S21 Ultra here. But you can definitely hear the slight bass difference there with the S21 Ultra. So that is pretty much it, guys. Be sure to let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you in the video, the next video. And if you want these wallpapers, be sure to check out the description box down below.